Hi there, and yeah, it's another installment of my adventures with Vega Strike. So first off, I installed the latest 0.80 version of Vega Strike. This is the latest stable, and I believe I've got the 8.1. So yeah, the assets of 8.1 is actually compatible with the latest assets. So assets production. If you look at the GitHub page, there's a engine source code, and you can get the packages there, but you could build the engine on yourself. So it also has releases. So if you look at the tags, yeah, I've got 8.1 beta 2 that I've got installed. It's the latest in the 8.1 branch, which is the stable. The 9 is the unstable branch, which is what I was running yesterday. So there's going to be a few more issues there. Anyways, to get back into this, so let's do our launch of the game. And a little bit of background music there to make it fun. So we'll do the training again, and this time I know how to get around it. So here's the story again. I did my ship, and without changing anything, we can just pop off the planet. What made Vega Strike quite nice was the rendered backgrounds in the bases, but we'll explore that after the training mission. So let's just pop out, and here we are, and you can use your slash key to increase your speed to full speed. And there is Oswald again, offering his
Oswald, and I'm offering flight assistance.
Okay, I'm just gonna cut the music here. And then,
would you like to refresh your spacefaring skills?
So I'm just going away from the planet for a bit then.
To participate in my tutorial mission, cut your engines with the backspace key. Let me approach you, and stay put until I contact you again.
Okay, so let's do that. We'll cut the engines with the backspace key and park. So you can see Oswald there is behind me, and we can turn around, follow that little thing we'll talk about later. Get him in
In the
view.
first place, let's have a look at your heads-up display, or HUD.
There he is. And, here's a beautiful render planet. I've enabled the nicest
Please
shaders.
do not move your ship in order to better focus on my instructions.
Yeah, let's focus on his instructions.
In the upper left corner, you can see the communication messages.
I'd be scared, but that was incompetent.
The time and the message itself, like this one.
Okay. Sound is quite a bit better this time around as well.
Messages back and forth. Use the page up and page down keys. Try it out now.
So there we go. There's a couple of messages up there. Welcome to Vega Strike. Use tab to afterburn. Don't have one. Cruise control plus minus. Arrows to steer. T key to target objects. Space fires at them. A activates.
Good.
Drive. That's a lie. It's Shift A to go to another star system by jump drive.
The F1 key.
And jump near a star. Target a base new planet. The inbox will appear. Okay, yeah. But where was it?
Usually, messages assigned to keys F1 and F2 are friendly messages, which slightly increase your relation with a faction, while the other keys, F3 and F4, decrease your relationship.
So I'm sending him some nasty messages. A couple of nice ones. There you go.
Sometimes it can be very useful to send multiple friendly messages to improve your relation with a hostile faction, or taunt an enemy into attacking you instead of a ship you are protecting.
Alrighty. Hanging around space, just chilling with my friends.
That's about it on the message display.
Yeah, I've installed high resolution backgrounds.
Now, let's review the navigation information on your HUD. We'll do theory first, then some practice.
Yeah.
In the lower left corner, you will find your ship's shield status in blue and armor status in orange.
I'll just turn that so you can see it nice and clear there.
We will come to the text indicators later. In the middle of the bottom part, you have your dashboard, with the front radar on the left side and the rear radar on the right side.
Okay, I've got them over there. Just spin the planet around a bit. There you go. Front radar, rear radar.
The active target will display as a small cross in your radar. Other targets will be dots with their colors representing your relation to them. Green is friendly, red is hostile, and yellow is neutral. An attacking ship is blue, a targeting ship is light blue, and a locking ship is violet. Neutral and significant objects, like planets, stations, wormholes, or suns, are white.
Yeah, you gotta buy a better radar before that happens, so just bragging a bit. I don't have that radar installed. Start the game with a pretty chitty ship.
The top center part of the dashboard has 4 round indicators which begin flashing when the following events occur.
That's nice.
L means a hostile has missile lock on you. J means you're at range of a jump point and your jump drive is ready.
And I ain't gonna sell you a new one, neither.
Yeah.
S means your spec drive needed for faster than light or FTL travel is activated. And E means your electronic countermeasures are active.
Right.
Below the round indicators are 3 colored bars.
Yeah.
Capacitor shows your weapon's capacitor charge. Drives shows your spec and jump drive's energy charge.
Mm-hmm.
And fuel shows your capacity for in-system travel and overdrive propulsion. The numbers below the bars are your current speed to the left and your set speed to the right. Below that is the effective spec velocity to the
Value
left
and
and
variable
the
are
flight computer
unified.
mode to the right.
Yeah, so yeah, lots of people are dying, so that message just shows up as well.
So much for theory. Let's do some practice now.
I'll turn away first.
First, we'll do some basic navigation and targeting. Okay, now orient your ship so that your targeting reticle, the cross, points directly at me.
Alright.
To get my ship into your visual range, just turn in the direction of the white target arrow at the edge of your HUD.
And there we have them. Oop.
When my ship is in your visual range, you'll notice that it is framed by a target box.
There it is.
Align your targeting reticle with my ship.
Righty. I'll turn your ship away. So you'll see his little wiggling cross there. We are now got him straight behind us. If you look at the rear view, there he is. Back to the front view. Okay, so it says set velocity by pressing backspace. By using the slash. So I think there's a tiny little bug in this game. It doesn't read your max velocity. It's just there, so you can see us moving away. So to get around that, press Y to change your inertial system to traveling, which allows for a much higher top speed when you press backspace again. So now we're going, and I think at about 500 it comes. He recognizes the speed, so that's how to get around that little buggy bug there. So now we are on full stop, and it says we can accelerate with the plus key, so we'll stick that up to 100. And then down to 50.
Great! If you further decelerate your velocity with the minus key, you can actually reverse your thrust. Decelerate now to minus 20 meters per second.
And again, same thing. He wants 20. This ship can't do it, which is a bit funky. So again, we'll change and just one more minus. Okay, back to that and back
you
to
have
stopping.
learned how to target, orient your ship, accelerate, decelerate, and bring your ship to a stop.
And a little bit more. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. Yeah, so on a joystick with a throttle control, you can't actually set anything negative at the moment. We'll get to that. So the mission is to target jump to Alt Z. And using the N or Shift N key, so you press that. And there's jump to Alt Z. And
set your velocity to maximum with the backslash key, and activate the spec autopilot with the A key to get there. Hang on, as this might take a while if you're close to massive objects. You will notice that your spec drive indicator is flashing, which indicates that spec is active.
Yeah, during the tutorial we moved sort of away from the planet, so you can see my speed there is incredible. Those are meters per second. That's getting close to the speed of light. Just broken through there. Oh, there's something heavy. Okay, gone through the speed of light again. And bam, almost 100 times the speed of light. So we're not bending the rules of physics, we're just breaking them here. And while we're traveling, you can see there's quite a bit of and the nice backgrounds. You won't normally see it in your game unless you get a copy of my backgrounds. I'll leave a link in the description. And then you just install them into wherever you've installed your game. If you're running on low resolution, that's not a problem.
In the lower left corner, just above your ship status, you will notice two indicators. Spec shows you if your spec drive is enabled. Auto tells you if autopilot is engaged.
Okay, so we're coming slowly out of this crazy speed, and you'll see sometimes the autopilot shifts a little bit. That's to avoid bumping into things coming from the front. It knows where everything is. Yeah, you see there. So that's just to stop bumping into these really fast craft. So it's being proactive, which is a good thing. Yeah, you don't even know these things are here, and the next thing you know,
it appears my staff will have to add another kill marker.
Yeah. So there's a lot of non-playing characters, and they all bump into each other. Ooh, there's another llama going. I was a bit late on the reactor in there. You can see a couple of ships hanging around this jump point. That's some regions of space are just very populated. These ships are super massive as well. You can't really tell.
And I ain't gonna sell you a new one, neither.
Unless you're really close. So this tutorial is going a little bit better than the previous one. I'm actually navigating the bugs here. The 080 version of the game, like I say, that's the more stable one.
Almost there. The autopilot only gives back control some of the time after the spec autopilot lights stop flashing. Notice also how your shields start recharging when leaving FTL travel mode.
That's a lie. The autopilot always gives back control, but only some time after the shields have recharged. So at the moment it's still flying straight, true and normal. And you can see your shields popping in there. Now, because we're already out of spec range, I'm just going to cut the autopilot as well. And go travel mode and full speed so we get a bit closer. Travel mode is literally for that travel, and it increases your speed massively. But as you're speeding, you can't really control.
Here we are. You may try out manual FTL travel at this point. Target the planet Atlantis using your significant objects targeting keys N and Shift N.
Okay, so you can see I've demanded the ship to stop, but it takes a while because I was speeding around like a maniac. Okay, so let's not go for the jump point. Press N and
Roger that.
and there's
Turn
Atlantis.
towards the planet, set your velocity to maximum with the / key, and enable the manual spec with the Shift A key to approach the planet.
Okay,
Make
so
sure that the planet is fairly well centered in your targeting reticle. Notice how your speed starts increasing gradually after leaving the jump point range.
okay. So I can see it on my radar, but I don't really see it on the screen. Once I leave the vicinity of this place, I'll see it. Set my manual active. And now there's no autopilot to do obstacle avoidance, so this is a little bit more freaky. But once I leave the gravity bit, you will see my spec increasing, and that is freaking scary. You see how closely I missed those?
If you are getting too much off course, stop the spec drive by toggling the Shift A key, recenter your target, and then re-enable the manual spec drive again with the same keys. When you have approached Atlantis to 10,000 kilometers, please disable the spec drive by toggling the Shift A key again, and then stop your ship.
Oopsie. Wrong key. Shot a missile into the void. Right. So now I'm actually going backwards.
Holes pop like vibrant seeds, splashing photons in a void. I am sticky.
Ugh. Yeah. So because I'm going backwards, and you can actually see that from the outside view, I'm madly fighting my own inertia here.
Holes pop like vibrant seeds, splashing photons in a void. I am sticky.
Ugh. Yeah, so the spec drive won't help me now. See, I'm still going the wrong way.
Another death, so many gods to thank. This could take a while.
Ugh. Yeah. Come on. Yeah, that's a drawback of switching your inertia mode to travel. Especially if you've got quite a bit of weight on board. Yeah, you do get up to fantastical speeds. You burn a lot of fuel doing it. But stopping is another matter. So, unfortunately, I've been burning a lot of fuel to get momentum here. And there seems to be different things. Your spec drive
prattling peon
doesn't add momentum. It seems to be compressing space. Whereas
one less prattling peon. One less prattling peon.
Holes pop like vibrant seeds, splashing photons in a void. I am sticky.
Okay, so let's get closer to the planet. Alrighty. You approaching from the side. And let's turn it a bit. There we go. A little bit more. Where are we now? Yeah.
Holes pop like vibrant seeds, splashing photons in the void. I am sticky.
Then get yourself a jump drive and an overdrive, and come back for more tutoring if you wish. To
One
dock,
less
turn
variable.
towards the planet, press the docking clearance request key, D. A green docking frame will appear. You may still enable the spec drive until you close up on the planet, and your velocity matches the set velocity.
Alright. Let's get close. Dun, 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 dun.
When you are within range, press the D key to dock. The docking distance will depend on the planet or station size that you are docking to. The larger the object, the further away you can dock. For Atlantis, the docking distance is roughly about 990 kilometers.
Okay. So he told us to get in there. Well, firstly, let's go to the main concourse. This is our planet here. Just do a mission computer, save. And I'm going to save over my own name there. Okay. The next thing he told you to do is to go to the shipyards. Continue to the shipyards. Upgrade your ship. And he says to get this thing and a jump drive. And now you should be able to jump. And when you go to the main concourse, and you're on the main concourse, and you go to hangar, you pop off the planet. We can now speed away again from the planet, and you can see my top speed has increased a little bit because that's been fixed. So next. Okay. So I've done all that. Where is he? That's just the thing is Serenity. Where's young Oswald? Hello, I've done what you said. So pressing T to see if I can find him. Oh dear.
I'd be scared, but that was incompetent.
Okay, yeah, there's a couple of robins there, but I think somebody might have actually taken out
Another
Oswald.
death, so many gods to thank. This could take a while.
Anyways, not a big deal. Oswald actually...
Another death, so many gods to thank. This could take a while.
Yeah, Oswald actually doesn't teach you anything else. He says he's got an emergency and leaves. I have a feeling somebody's actually taken him out for us. And there you go. Ship's destroyed. I don't know. In any case, that is it for the training mission. You are now left to your own devices and you've wasted all your money on a jump drive. In my next video, I'll show you how to make money quickly at the start and get a bit of a skills docking and that sort of thing. But for now, I'm going to call it. There's just one little tip left for training. If you press escape, it shows you all the keys. And if you press Q, of course you quit.
I'd be scared, but that was
Another
incompetent.
death, so many gods to thank. This could take a while.
Anyway, so there you go. All the keys there. A combat mode. That's why. Fire, primary weapon, secondary. Cloaking devices, secondary weapon, primary weapons. Messages to target up to F8. You can store targets. Alt 1 to 9. Restore targets. Control
I'd be
1 to
scared,
9.
but that was incompetent.
Yeah. So there you go. All the various different keys. We'll do a little bit more navigation in the next video. In the meantime, I'm just going to press Q here and quit out of the game.